Welcome back to the city of Damascus in Cities Skylines. And have you ever thought about grids and building a more natural layout? If you know my series, usually I go for natural layouts, always following the terrain and searching that really nice curve that actually goes along with all the elevations that we have around the city. But today that'll be a little bit different because we have to grow our population, our suburbs, and we also have a pretty flat area that we can use in our favor to actually make sure that we build something nicer. So the area is across the dam, right? In the past episode, I don't know if you remember. If you don't, that's fine. But I've added this road here just so we would remember what we want to do over there. So the idea, and I'll get into the story behind that in a second, but the idea is that we connect this main road to the highway over here. I want to get things ready for a train. Also, have you noticed that you first unlock the metro? So intercity bus and metro you unlock together, and just then, after that, you unlock the train. I would think you would do that the other way around, but it seems like in Cities Skylines is you first unlock the metro. But I never noticed that, so I want to share. But in any case, we are connecting these roads over here. This would be a nice road. I want to add a roundabout in this road, and then I want to branch a major road, probably bringing something in there. All this area here is an ore area, so we might build later on an ore industry over there, but this is all flat, right? So this is the good thing about this area, even on this side, which we'll think about what you're doing there. But the idea is that we build on this area initially, because this is by the water, that's at the dam, and I want to make this a nice residential area and some of the commercial areas as well, and then bring more jobs in here. So talking a little bit about the lore of the city, right? So we've discussed before that the idea was with the new dam being built, we needed a lot of workers in this area. So they moved into this area and start like creating a little settlement in here. So lines obviously was basically for free. They didn't have to pay anything. It was provided by the company that owned the dam. And as this grew, it actually became a small city and it started to be independent. So with this area being grown, there was more need for commercial, and a lot of commercial buildings started to show up, especially along the main road in here. As you can see, a lot of shops in here to satisfy the needs of this region. But then there was need for some goods. And what better place to create goods than just over here? So easy access to the train line, which will be made good use when we unlock the trains. But this area is providing a lot of goods for the region, and we can take a quick look. And we need more now, actually. We need a bigger industry so we can grow that up as well. So the industry came around, and then there was more need for people to also work on the industry, and then this new area was created. So now we are at a point where land is not really available in here. This is all preserved area for the nature reserve park, which will be extended into this, I should say, because this area needs to be protected, as you have this water source in here as well. And then what happens is people would have two options: or they would live on the other side of the highway next to the industry, or they would move across the dam and start settling in over here. So what the council had decided is that the best place for a new suburb would be in this area. First of all, it's closer to the water, so land value is a lot higher in here. It's also not so close to the industry, which makes this area a little bit safer and less polluted. And also it has a very flat area that can be planned and then built upon. And that's exactly where we're coming today, and that's what we are doing. Part of the plan for this area is making pretty good use of the land that we have in here. Although we still only have available low density, we will take as much advantage of the land in here as possible. So this will be a more densely populated area. And we want to make some preparations for the use of a new passenger train station in here, and also an intercity bus station, because if we unlock the next milestone, that will be 7,000 people. Yeah, we're not that far away, and we can have the intercity buses as well, and that's where I want them to be, next to the train station. I think that's what we could do there. Not just that, I want an area for ferry, so that is an easier way other than just driving. Not that is too hard to do, but I want an easier access for them to go across. I believe we will build a ferry station closer to this area. This is the closest to the water that we have in here, and I don't want to really dig into the terrain over there, so potentially we'll do something over here, or even at the ends over there, so we don't mess up with anything that we have, probably around here, to be honest, or even over there. And then people, or bus line, will take people from there into this area, and there will be another bus line over here. So without further ado, I'll jump straight in. I'll make this connection first, and then I'll work on the road layout, and then we will be back with the zoning and all the services and all that sort of stuff.
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? It's no secret, friends already know. There's no reason to hold it back, I let it show. All my feelings, are you thinking about me tonight? Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you, and that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. I'm taking a mental picture in my mind, just to keep this moment till the end of time. 'Cause I know that it might be over after tonight. So before I change my mind, your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you, and that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise.
we are back. So I'm really, I don't know if proud is the right word, but I'm really happy with the results of this build today. There's quite a lot that I need to cover, and let's jump into it. So this is the area that we've built. As I mentioned, I would start with this junction in here. It's kind of, although there is something weird going on here, let me take a look. All right, I have no idea what happened there, but now it's fixed. I have to rebuild this junction in here, but that's all right. So I've used these nice elevated, what's that called again? These, so ramp, narrow, over wall. So this is all from the same pack of the highways that we use everywhere else. And I also use this one, which, well, not exactly what I had in mind there. This one, which is basically this, you have like both sides on the same kind of road, basically. It's just like they're doing some weird stuff there again. But hopefully I can easily fix that. Okay, now they are going straight. Good. So yeah, we have that. I've put a pillar in here like several times, but it just disappears. I'll try to reload the game later and add that again. But this is the interchange and how it looks like. So as you can see, we come from the dam, and then you have this interchange here that goes through there. I've sunk the rail network a little bit, so we could have this nice bridge going on top there. I've also connected the pedestrian pathway, so you have an option to go through here and use the bridge, or you go through there as well. And then we will take care of this area a little bit further. Now, as you can see, very grid-like area, and we are using as much area possible in here. And the reason for that is that, well, first, we are using realistic population, so that brings the population down for each house to 4 or 5 people, as you can see. And this is a lot less than what you usually have in the normal game. So you need a lot more house. So I want to use more of the space here. We've reached 7,000 people, which now unlocked the high density, but I don't think this is the area for high density buildings. So we'll keep doing the low density in this area, and then when we start a new area, that will be high density. And looking at this, I also added the intercity bus station. So, and then later on we'll have the train station close by, so we can have like some sort of hub in here, and that'll be the idea there. We've got this park. We're still building the park, by the way. We are just level up to level 3, so I can do more buildings in there and start decorating. And also lots of pathways to connect these roads. Did some decoration in some areas as well. Made sure that, let me show from further above, we do have death care in here, we have elder care, we have child care, although I feel like I could add one more. I left the space in here, but I never actually added the buildings, so we have like full coverage or close to full coverage in this area. Death care, as I mentioned, some fire stations everywhere, some police stations as well, and then we have 2 schools and 2 high schools in this area, which is more than enough for the density that we have. Some parks as well, then we have that park in there, have some, let me take a look at that. Yeah, there we go. Have some dog parks, botanic garden in there, just to help with the leisure in this area. But also, what we've done, we expanded the nature reserve over the lake in here, and also following the pathway across the dam and expanded in this area, all waterfronts in here. And if I show you this, look at how good that is. Just because I said I don't see any people walking in here, but there's quite a lot of people utilizing this to move around. And the more we get to this area, the more we will see as well. And if I speed this up, let me speed this up a little bit, you'll be able to see a little bit more of the people walking in here, especially in this area over here. So more and more people just joining in there. Did some detailing, connecting these as well everywhere, just to make sure that we had a nice connection. And yeah, and like what surprised me quite a lot was that they are actually using this pathway to, as you can see, people cycling in there, have more people over here. And if we just look at this, from time to time we get quite a lot of people, like 1 more, 3 more over here. And there is a lot of people using this to go across the dam, which is fantastic. But this is not their only way to cross. As you can see, we've added a ferry line over there. So this is quite good. I actually will change this slightly so they don't go back and forth over there. I was trying to do this some other way, but I think I've done that the wrong way around. So if I bring this one over here, I'm going to connect this and go on a more straight line over there. And then hopefully we can connect in here. There we go. I don't know if that's going to work, and we don't have like one way lines in here, unfortunately. But maybe, I don't know if they will update or not, but that's the idea. So they don't like drive, maybe that's the word, so close together. I added the ferry depot in here, which like for the first moment I didn't like it, but then look at this. This looks awesome. Just next to the mountain in there, and it's pretty quiet, not much happening over there. And this is very, very popular. I'll show you the numbers of the lines in a second. But as you can see, lots and lots of people waiting over here, and they don't stop arriving. Lots of people getting out as well. Look at that. So many people. And this is very popular. And then we also have a bus line. Now, this bus line is the same way as we done on the other side of the dam, and this just goes into here, goes through the main road in there, get on the roundabout, go up here and stop over there. We haven't, they rebuilt that. So they come here and then they go back. Let me show you how that looks like. So there we go. This is how it looks like. I didn't want to go through the middle in here. They have access to almost all the areas in there. And I believe that next time we build in this area or over there, we can expand or add another line to this area, covering a little bit more of this space as well. We could change this one, make it come through here and have another one going up there, and maybe that's the way to go. Now, in terms of numbers, let's look at this. Let me grab that bus here. Line details, and there we go. So I have 10 buses on this line. So this is bus line number 2. We still have to name all of this, and some of them are almost full. So that's pretty good. We just added a new one to try to lower the number a little bit, because in some areas they were getting full. So hopefully that helps us a little bit better. But now we have 10 buses in here. They are doing an awesome job, and people, look at this, look at that. So many people waiting in here, and I believe they are waiting for intercity buses. Yes, they are. Wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Our bus line, I believe, goes into here. Let me take a look. Yeah, that one. So, which is really good. We are moving 400 passengers now. In terms of the, oh, sorry, that's the one 300 in that line. In terms of the older line on the other side of the dam, I've also added, I think, one more vehicle in there. We might need an extra one because we do have a bus stop still struggling. So I'll add a 10th bus in there and see how that works, because we definitely need that. That's very, very busy and I just love it. Just a reminder on where that line goes. We still have like some abandoned factories in there. Take a look at that later. But it just goes on a straight line through this main road in here, go back and forth, and that's all really. That's all it does. Now, yeah, I think we just need more. Oh, actually, we don't even have like needs for that. Just a small area for industry, and we don't even have the need for that. Going back to the line, our only line here for the ferry is this one, moving 273 passengers per week, and as you can see, almost full there. We have 4 ferries moving people across the dam, and it's been very, very popular. There we go. Oh, I think they're using the other side now. They are. That's so cool. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Perfect. So yeah, that's really good. Now, for this park, just want to take a look there. We are level 5. We are having an income of 2,000. So on the green there, no issues. 31,000 people visiting. That's quite a lot. This park we can do a little bit more detailing, grow a little bit more in there as well, but that'll be for our next episode. And we are ready for a train station in here and to grow in this area and build our industry around this area as well. That'll be quite interesting to do. Some of the detailings that I've done, let me show you around. Remove the crossings from the suburb roads. This is mostly all residential anyway, so we don't need all those crossings, especially on dead-end roads or no-through roads, depending how you call it. Kept the crossing and made them all manually on the main roads in here, so they all look a lot better. And on these vertical roads, I put roads with trees, and on this one just to connect everything. As you can see, road with tree over there, and the same on this area. So these roads should be able to provide parking space on the road. These roads don't, so that gives them a little bit more of extra space in there. And oh, this is so busy. And the bus stop in there as well is, oh, so many people in there. Pretty sure that this bus will be full when it gets there. 150, yeah. But then we got every single one. Oh, we have like just a bunch of people waiting there. We might need one extra bus on this line again. Might not have been enough if that's what's happening, especially with the ferries coming along in there. We might do it, or there is still one unbunching in there. Maybe we just wait and see how that goes. In terms of zoning, as you can see, mostly residential, a lot of residential. So it's just like a quiet suburb. Some commercial over here as well, some commercial opening over here and there, some corners, and some like areas that has a little bit more. So yeah, that's this build for today. Haven't done anything on the side other than expanding the nature reserve in there. Love to see, by the way, these area looks a little bit weird. I don't know that there's nothing much I can do about it. It's just the corner of the map in there. But yeah, this is looking so good. So good. I really hope you've enjoyed this build. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments as well, because this was a huge build for me. And one of the first time that I've done such a huge grid layout in one of my cities. I don't usually do that, but in terms of getting the high density and making some sort of story behind all of these builds and what's happening here, I think it made sense having this grid layout in there, and we'll definitely have some space to expand and grow a little bit more in here as well. Now, if you want to talk a little bit more about this, other than obviously leaving a comment in the comment section, you can jump in on our Discord server, because I think you might, you might see more things in there. You can ask questions, you can share your city as well. There's a lot of people that are very, very helpful over there, and it's such a nice community. So maybe consider joining us over there. In any case, I'll leave you with some cinematics. I want to show a few of these areas, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here. And we've been flying high. Are we going too far? I got no cash left and I'm losing my job over you. But I don't care about that. But I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. Yeah, 'cause no one knows if we're just jumping out the window, try to cling on to it. You got me holding on to something I know it can burn me down, but I don't care about it, 'cause I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. I've been chasing you like the tail of a dog. I don't get no sleep when we kiss in the dark like we do. I just love the way it feels. Yeah, I know it's bad, but I can't resist. When I look in your eyes, I don't know what is real.